I regret to inform you that this podcast episode is haunted. Earlier this evening, voice actor Aaron Cateno-Saez replaced our narrator's voice with his own. We're not sure how he did this or what his motivations are. All we know is that we need your help. In order to truly understand Aaron and the crimes he's committed, we need every single one of you to listen to All My Fantasy Children, a character creation, world building, and storytelling podcast co-created by Aaron Cateno-Saez. Each week, this podcast takes a listener-submitted prompt and uses tabletop role-playing games and random results table to create their backstory and develop an original fantasy world. You can find episodes wherever you download podcasts, and also at allmyfantasychildren.com. In addition, Aaron was last spotted 1 billion years in the future, in a forest with no shape or dimensions called Tremaine Bluffs. Specifically, he was last seen in a humble establishment called the Daemon Saloon.
Good evening. I am Victor Daemon of the Daemon Saloon. Come in, come in. It's frightful out, and who knows what spooks and scares lurk in the depths of your podcast hosting application. Feel free to take a seat. Any kind you imagine works perfectly fine, although these four in front of me are reserved for particular guests. Don't worry, they won't pay you any mind at all. In fact, if you're willing to lend me an ear, or any other appropriate appendage, you might find their tale worth listening to. It's a story of heart, a story of self, and the story of the most exquisite stomachache ever enjoyed. Interested? Well then. Right on time.
Alright, gang, so you're in a place called Tremaine Bluffs. Where and how and why Tremaine Bluffs is, we're not really that sure. You might have wandered into it by accident. Okay, you absolutely wandered into it by accident. And as you're walking through the door to this bar, who is currently being blamed for getting all of you lost?
No one. I feel like Shock is actually the one at fault in this case.
I just love Hallie's silent grimacing, hoping she doesn't get picked.
Well, actually, see, the thing is, I was just about to mention the fact that Hopper probably would have been guiding us with his adventurer's journal.
He probably would have been.
Being like, guys, no, I have a map. We don't have to ask for directions.
Also, I feel like Misha is very prone to wandering up at some point, at random moments, like, oh, a butterfly or something interesting, and then just walks.
Did each of us blame a different person for this?
Well, no one blamed Ellie, so...
That's why I said no one. We're all hopeless.
Oh, maybe I should write down Ellie blamed Hop blamed...
Yeah, who does Hop blame?
Everybody.
That includes Ellie, so there we go. The circle is closed.
Fine.
You got lost. You're not sure where you are. You're not sure how to get out of there. Tremaine Bluffs is a scary place, and you finally found this small saloon in the middle of the mist, which is always a good thing to find when you're lost. And wolves are howling in the background because it's Halloween. Anyways, you walk into the saloon. It's called the Daemon Saloon. A very rustic, classical place. You see a few creatures in the corner. I'm going to say for the sake of fun, they're actually classic fantasy D&D creatures. So you see just an orc hanging out. You see a tiefling. And then you see Jeff. Jeff is also there. And as you walk in, the bartender, who's wearing a bartender's apron and has this ratty cloak around him, turns to you and says,
Good evening. I am Victor Daemon of the Daemon Saloon. How can I help you this evening?
It was an awfully long pause.
I think we just want to sit down. Is there a table we could take? Are they open?
Of course, there are plenty of places to sit temporarily.
And the bar stools come out, 4 bar stools.
Or permanently.
And in the corner, you can see 4 coffin lids just pop up and go, and then pop themselves back down again.
Guy's trying way too hard. I'm saying that out of character, obviously.
Ellie will say in character, "You're trying awful hard."
Well, I try my best to accommodate my guests. That was a rhyme.
Oh, it is.
There was
That was a really good rhyme.
Yeah.
S at the end there. Not an exact rhyme, Victor.
He will kick the back of the bar, and 4 stools will come out and kind of force you onto their seats,
Ugh.
which will slide back up onto the bar. And he'll just lean over and say,
What's troubling you this evening, my friends?
We're just kind of turned around. We're trying to find
What are we trying to find?
key? Is that where we're trying to go at this point? We'd like to get out of Tremaine Bluffs first, I think.
That is a very good objective that we have.
I would also like some alcohol.
That too.
I am also preoccupied by how the chairs moved on their own volition and put us in here and forced us to say what worried us instead of helping us going out of here.
No, it's that a little bit of a trick.
Just a parlor trick.
Just a parlor trick.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to be careful with this character because literally every line I say of him will have to be dubbed by somebody else. And he'll pour a glass for Ellie and turn over, and he'll just say,
So how did all of you wander your way into this humble saloon?
Well, we are not entirely certain how we got to this place specifically. We've had a lot of strange misadventures. It would be probably too long to recount them all right now. We were just hoping for maybe directions on the way to leave, to just leave this place entirely.
Well, that's a hefty request. Tremaine Bluffs doesn't have a set direction or way in or out. It's kind of a thing you feel in your heart.
Everything has a set direction going in and out.
What?
Everything has a set direction going in and out. I'm sorry, he felt very strongly about that.
I don't think I feel anything in my heart.
I do
I
not
haven't had any pains.
feel anything in my heart either, though it might be different for machines.
Well, I'm not surprised. You have the kind of dead sense of yourselves that someone like I would. Not that I'm dead.
Oh,
Are you sure? Because you said that in a way that implies that you are.
I did not know humans could be dead and talk like this human right now. Is this a common occurrence?
Accommodations for the evening will be 5 sheens a person.
and he slams a bill towards all of you.
Think about it. You will need it.
I have 0 shins, though.
Misha will try to pull away from the bar and indicate that they should leave to a different place because they do not like staying here.
Yeah, I'm with Misha.
Let's move to that table and discuss this more. And Shock will also scoot out and, go to an unoccupied table.
Hopper gets out his map again and spreads it on the table. He's like, where did we
Yeah,
go?
Hopper, where did we go wrong?
I don't think we can go wrong because every different path is just a new adventure. But it's true that we should eventually try to go back to where we came from.
Is Tremaine Bluffs on this map?
Wait, Hop, you think you saw Tremaine Bluffs on the map?
Oh, there we are.
Wait, no, it's someplace else.
Oh, no, I guess.
Oh wait, it's sorry. That's not on the map at all. These are just random smudges that keep appearing because you spread it out on a table that was completely covered in ale. The reason it was free was because Jeff had accidentally spilled it,
My god!
causing everyone to get upset and leave.
I feel as if I would have noticed it was all covered in ale.
But would Sad Hop have noticed that?
There's a 50-50 shot either way.
You want to roll those odds?
No. And then he'll shake it. He'll turn it away from the group and shake it away from them. Oh, sorry.
It's okay, Simon.
You do not have to apologize, Simon Scotch. If you need help, we can help you look in the map.
I'm not sure that's gonna be of much use anymore, and he's like wringing the ale out on the map.
Perhaps Banana Spirits can guide us safely, and Shock will call upon his longtime friends, Banana Spirits.
And Misha also, at the same time, to look on the data sphere for a GPS of the location. To be like, where is Tremaine Bluff on Google?
So, 2 things happen. Misha, your datasphere search looks a lot like when I try to get fucking door delivery to my house. It shows you right next to where Tremaine Bluffs is, but not Tremaine Bluffs. And it's too zoomed in for you to figure out where it is.
No.
Meanwhile, Shock, the nano spirits call down, and they're like, hey, Shock, what do you need, buddy?
Oh, hello. My friends and I appear to be...
Hey, Shock, we can't hear you that well.
My friends and I
Hey,
are
Shock,
lost.
no, the connection's breaking up a little bit. Sorry, it's a bit hard to... Oh, no, the connection's
Don't you make
breaking
those
up.
noises at me and hang up. Don't you dare.
And they're gone.
Your being's a pure signal. You just made those noises yourselves.
And as you say that, you see the orc turn over, lift one of her beers, and just slam it against this invisible force in the sky, and is like, hey guys, where were you? I missed you for the Halloween party. So the nano spirits are literally just hanging out with this orc somewhere else in the bar.
Fucking God.
Damn it.
The disrespect.
And in fact, they get up and leave.
God damn it.
No!
Well, I no longer have ideas. And Shock is just a very sleepy boy. Starts, like, nodding off a little bit.
Maybe we could cut a deal. I don't know, wash dishes or something, and then not have to pay as much money to stay.
And as you say that, just a pile of plates fall down from the sky onto your table, as do 4 brushes and 4 aprons.
Did you hear me from all the way over there?
How did he drop these? Like, what's above us? What?
Weird. They gave us 4 brushes and 4 aprons. Looks like only 3 people will be washing dishes. And Ellie sinks a little further into her seat. She's very upset with everyone. It's everyone else's fault that we are here, except hers.
I thought she blamed Hopper specifically.
Mostly Hopper. But see, Shock and Misha have both they've both argued their own cases of why they could also be at fault. So everyone's at fault now.
Hopper, concerned with his dishes, looks around for someone to confirm with that if we wash these, we get to stay here. He's not going to just start washing dishes with no sort of agreement about whether he gets to stay. So he's looking for Victor again.
A little severed zombie hand just appears out of nowhere, out of frame, and hands you a new bill with a discount for washing dishes.
Does any of us have any money, though?
More plates and bowls fall down, and the ticket moves to $0.
I guess we don't need them.
Ellie will sigh and start washing dishes.
Shock is, like, trying to half-heartedly wash a dish, but he's so sleepy. It's just like going in the same circle over the same dish and like trying to shake his head to keep himself awake, but then like working on the same dish again.
Occasionally Ellie will like swap out the dishes in Shock's hand.
You do not have to do it, Shock, if you're too tired. We will find a room for all of us soon.
No, I should help.
Go take a nap, kid. It's fine.
I can wash your dishes too.
No, I can help. Please.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right, Shock? Like, Misha's acting like you can't keep up and do all the things they do. Just because they, don't have to sleep and they have this magical power doesn't mean they're the only ones who can contribute. And Misha, like, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit tough, Shock's tired, but, you can forgive that. But, like, I don't know, Hop's the one who suggested all of this, and he's just struggling to get it done. Meanwhile, Hop, like, you're just like, it's so ridiculous. Ellie's blaming everyone for everything, and you feel a little guilty about it, but like, come on, she's not putting her best foot forward. But Ellie, how could you put your best foot forward when everybody, especially Shock and Hop, got you lost here, and Shock's just falling asleep?
It sounds like there's a disembodied narrator trying to turn us against one another.
But you get it done, eventually. And you finally get yourself to a room with 4 beds. I'm thinking of it like the room in Lord of the Rings where the hobbits stay at like the
Prancing Pony?
The tavern. Prancing Pony, yeah. Don't worry, no one's gonna come and stab you in the middle of the night.
Are you sure though? Because this is a Halloween episode.
I don't trust that.
Victor might mime it for shits and giggles, but he won't actually do it.
Are you sure?
And so do you decide to rest here?
It looks like we have no choice.
Yeah, Shock's fallen asleep on his feet.
Shock is too tired to be worried about being murdered in his bed by wraiths.
So you all drift off to sleep.
Mommy!
You all drift off to sleep. Misha drifts off to just getting absent-minded a little bit.
Yep.
Though it's a bit foggier than usual. And as we hit the peak of sleep, or the peak of fogginess, you hear a voice repeat itself.
Tremaine bluffs does never set direction or way in or out. It's kind of a thing you feel in your heart, in your heart, in your heart, in your heart.
And then suddenly Suddenly you're awake. You're just like sitting up, awake, and you don't remember waking up.
What? Shock will look around, try to get their bearings. What is this? What's this bed? Where am I?
Everything feels a bit cold. You know how when you feel things, it doesn't feel like that anymore. It feels like information is being presented to you in your head about like, it is cold. This is a bed. It is soft. And as you look down, you see long, pale hands, and you just see a little scarf around your neck.
Wait, is this... Have I been...
Shock, take Misha's character sheet.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Oh god.
Shock, do you have any audible reaction to this realization?
I think probably the audible reaction Shock makes is going, what?
As you say that, Misha, your heart jumps. You're just so worried when you hear what? Oh no, something is wrong. Something has got to have gone wrong. And suddenly your eyes wake up and you're like, wait, what just happened? You've gotten your memories back, but this kind of unconsciousness has never happened before. And you're cold and you're clammy and you're weirdly sweaty. And as you turn over the Shock, you see you see some matted hair get in front of your eyes, which you're able to brush away. And as you move around, you kind of groan a little bit and you feel so incredibly emotionally tired. Misha.
I know.
Take Hopperscotch's character sheet.
I know.
How do you respond?
Well, yeah, Misha is going to be extremely confused at all of these things that are going on at once. At first, they're going to think that there's something wrong with their chest because there's something inside that's beating, like that's just moving a lot. And it's like, what is happening here? But the more, like, you know how, like, if somebody says, like, oh, you're looking like crap, even if you're not thinking about it, then you start thinking about it and you start noticing other things that might be going wrong. Like, oh man, I'm sweaty, I'm clammy, my head hurts, what's going on? So, like, the more that Misha thinks about things that are weird, the more that they're gonna notice, like, why does my head pound? Why is my stomach, like, empty? Why am I so clammy? And now they're, like, all freaking out about just malfunctioning. And they're gonna fall off the bed.
As this thump happens, Hop, you see this little flicker of flame in front of your eyes, and suddenly you're like, oh no, I'm on fire. And as you scramble up, you just feel your insides start to scrape against one another. It's not painful. Nothing really feels painful, but it's weird and it's tingly. You also realize with a panic that suddenly you have a hat on top of your head again. And then you realize, wait, no, I take care of my hats. Oh no. And Hopper, I need you to take Ellie's character sheet.
Okay. Hopper would actually, like, because Hopper is not used to such an extravagantly large, cluttered, heavy hat, he's having a really hard time balancing with it.
Oh.
So he's just like, oh my god, how does she, what? And he will actually try to remove it because it's just too much for him. Ready for hatless Ellie? You're gonna get her.
You take it off and you see thin wisps of white hair underneath. In fact, those thin wisps are down, they're like Rapunzel-sized length.
Oh god.
Oh.
Hopper will study those, then he's gonna make sure he's not actually on fire. He never really confirmed that. He got distracted by other things.
Meanwhile, one of these loose, long hairs falls onto your nose, Ellie. And it gets kind of weird and ticklish, and you start having little adorable sneezes. And you're the only one. For a second, this feels familiar. It feels like being in a dream. It feels like you're back to being little old 19-year-old Ellie again. And so you're not really bothered too much by it. And you roll over, and then you feel this very baggy clothing on you. And Lil Ellie did not wear such baggy clothing, especially something so long. It's kind of like a long baggy dress, which was never your style. And then you realize it's not a dress, it's a robe. And you might be 19, but you aren't Ellie anymore. Ellie, take Shock's character sheet.
Yeah. 9 might!
Yep.
You're a very active boy.
My might just more than doubled. That's great.
I'm gonna lift up my arm and then let it fall. My arms.
Hopper's gonna try to get up and survey the room. Just to, like, see, I don't know, maybe this is a dream. Is everybody else around? Surely if it's a dream, the room will look weirder than it did before. Or different, right? Right?
Shock sees everybody stirring and watches as what appears to be the body of Hopperscotch just, like, roll off its bed, reaching out desperately, and just like look around in panic at everyone and be like, Misha Jarvis, are you there?
They're just gonna just raise their head a little bit and then look at themselves, the face of themselves, and be like, what?
It's hard to explain, but it's me, Shock. I think I'm in Misha's body and I don't understand what's happening.
Shock? What?
Did some kind of device swap my mind into a different body, or is this some kind of illusion? I have no idea what's going on.
What?
And suddenly you hear as a swarm of bats fly through the window and they assemble to create the form of Victor Daemon.
This is no illusion. As I said, the only way out of 3 main bluffs is to know the compass in your true heart. And since all of you can't understand your hearts, I took the liberty of giving you some new ones to try out.
I'm gonna go to punch him, because that's what Ellie would do.
Give me a roll.
Well, that is a 1.
Active boy!
A nat 1.
Oh no.
Which feels appropriate.
Hey.
No, don't do it.
You punch really hard, right?
No, don't do it. I know what you're doing, Kyle. No, don't.
Take 6 points of might damage.
No, it's so much worse than I thought he was going to do.
Oh!
Do 8?
Actually, you know what? We're right. We can't note down our numbers on the character sheet, so doing things that are kind of nuanced like that are a bad idea. Take 9 points of might damage.
Fuck you.
Great! Well, I'm impaired. I'm gonna pick my head up and look at everyone else and be like, which one of you is Shock?
And Shock will raise their hand now.
Why do you suck? This body is so fragile!
Also, Tom, it'd still be his.
It's still his.
Well, I mean,
Just because he's in a different body doesn't mean he changes his pronouns.
Because it's you inside.
yes, that's true. Yeah, so Shock raises his hand.
Why do you suck?
I don't know. I'm
Why
sorry.
don't you lift weights?
I don't know what he did.
How do you walk without hurting yourself?
Well, normally it doesn't hurt so much to bump into things.
You're like a toothpick.
Maybe this Daemon fellow is just strong. Anyway, Daemon.
Yes?
Your plans are made up bullshit, and we're not interested. Change us back, or else you'll have to face our combined wrath.
Tell you what. I had this whole scheme about how you had to try to find your true hearts and appreciate yourselves before the moon rose again tomorrow night, and you'd be this way permanently. But you're right. Fighting me is a lot more fun. So here's the deal. I will be waiting at the top of the tower.
And you just see a tall tower in the distance.
If you can get to me and get one hit, just one, on me, each of you,
Oh no.
Oh.
then I'll put you back in your bodies and let you go home.
I cast Fling on him.
It's
Give me a roll.
Fuck you.
what are you flinging?
I'm flinging Robbie Daemon, the voice actor for Kachigoro in the English version of Persona 5. I should have used effort first. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, he disappears into bats as you do that and flies out.
I was gonna say a line. It's too late now. Jacques says that out loud, by the way. That was in character.
Who's in my body?
Simon, am in your body.
Why didn't you punch him?
I'm confused.
No one else has to land a hit if you stab him.
Well, he said all 4 of us, right?
Sounds like we each have to individually.
Yeah, but if we murder him first.
What if we can't be changed back if we kill him?
Oh. Well, I don't want to stay in this body.
Oh.
Jacques just looks hurt.
Misha is still just a bunch of feelings on the floor in a little ball.
God.
Jacques will approach the curled up Misha Hopper. Misha Jarvis,
Yes.
are you all right?
No, I'm not. I'm cold. I'm damp. My head pounces. My chest is has something going over and over again, and I my breath is going fast, but also not. My eyes are leaking. Why are my eyes leaking? Why is there so much water here? What is happening?
Hopper watching himself crying on the floor.
My eyes ache, but I can't. I want to close them, but I also can't.
And Misha, you know the worst thing of all?
What?
Sleep.
Oh God!
No! No!
X card.
All right, we'll undo that. That's too much anyway, so keep going.
Jacques will wrap Misha into a close hug. It's okay, Misha Jarvis. I think those are mostly just normal organic things.
Can confirm. I feel like that all the time. It's fine.
Your body's like a machine now, just one that works a little differently.
But
I haven't really figured out your body either. It's weird being a full machine now, but it will be okay. We will get this fixed, and this body won't let you down.
it's not that I don't trust your body, Hopper. It's just that it's all the time, and I'm not used to feeling this thing.
It's okay, Misha. I can't imagine what it would be like to be a full machine. Like, Shock just said. I know what it feels like to be metal now, I think. But it's okay. I don't take offense. It's the way it is.
Worse. It's just I don't know. I know what's happening, but I'm also really confused.
Shock will continue, holding Misha and just gently rock a little bit.
Hopper's so uncomfortable with his vision that he looks away.
But I also want to, as they glance at Ellie/Shock, they're going to be like, oh no, my ears are warm! Why are my ears warm now?
Hopper just puts his hands over his face and just sits like that for a little bit.
I'm very uncomfortable with this situation.
Yeah, we should fix it. We should really fix it.
Did you take my hat off?
It's really heavy.
I put it back on.
Okay.
Wait, no, I want to.
Do you want to wear?
Should I put it on my head or should I put it on my head?
It's whatever you want.
I don't know. But my hat should be on a head. Preferably mine.
Would it make you feel better to wear it now?
Ellie will put the hat on Shock's body's head.
Hey, Ellie. All movement is one step harder now.
Oh my God.
And you're impaired.
Yeah, I know.
Ellie's gonna stagger and trip over these weirdly long legs and weirdly big feet and this long robe. She doesn't understand how to walk.
All right, so anything else before you make your way to the tower? All right, that's going to be a no. So you make your way to the tower. It's not a long walk. It is a bit slow, mostly because Ellie can't really walk that fast. And also, Misha just starts falling down every so often.
Yeah. I also wanted to say that Shock Misha has still the scarf because I still want, if Tom wants to use it mechanically, I want to, but I want Misha to be grabbing it, the back part of it as they are walking. Shock walks a little bit too fast and they're just struggling.
Shock will slowly give more and more slack on the scarf to Misha until the scarf is wrapped around them once more.
Aww.
It's just a comfort thing.
Emotional support scarf.
All right, so you eventually make your way to the tower, and I guess there's a door, there's a knocker, there's a doorbell. What do you do?
Can I
Kick it in.
Should I? I mean, okay.
I can try to kick it in, Simon.
Yeah, go for it. Let me. I'll try if
I cast
you can't.
fling on the door.
My God!
I love that spell so much.
Okay, give me a roll on fling.
All right, but this time, how much edge do you have?
This is the new far step. Fling is just the new far
How
step.
much edge do you have? Okay, that's an adequate amount of edge. So let's spend, how many points would it take? 4. I'm gonna spend 2 levels of effort on this. And I got a natural 20.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Because I'm Misha Jarvis now.
So, I was originally going to cheat and say that by the rules of fling, you can only do something your size or smaller. And since the door is technically bigger than you only would have been able to fling the door knocker. However, since you rolled a 20, what do you do with that door?
Is it strong enough to rip the door in off its hinges and blast it in?
Yes.
I do that.
As you do, you hear just a eep, and you just see 2 goblins get caught up by the door and get slammed against the end wall with it.
Oh no! Oh!
And the other one just walks up to you and is like, "Oh man, I had a whole song and dance planned with those 2 other guys."
No!
Anyways, my name's Ben the Goblin. My friends call me Benny. You can call me Ben. Big Boss Man said he's got this challenge for you, so here's the thing. What you gotta do. I'm sorry, I'm still in song mood. Anyways, I can't do it by myself.
Are they okay? Are they going to make it?
They're dead.
No!
I'll leave this decision up to Ari. Ari, if Misha was pushing that door with all of their might, with the fling, would the goblins have survived?
No.
I mean,
The goblins...
from the second I heard about someone getting caught in a thing that Misha Jarvis's body did, it was like, these people are dead.
Yeah, they're, and you just see a little bit of blood trickle out. They're fine. They're fine. Anyways.
Sorry.
Is this what sympathy feels like?
Hopper's hands are just over his face through this whole scene.
Shock is just horrified still.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it again.
Anyway, so Boss Man says you got a big challenge to do. So, what we're gonna do is we've got 4 challenges, 1 for each of you.
Wait, we were told 1 challenge.
Well, yeah, you gotta hit them. But, to get you there, gotta test out your new body a little bit, right? Right?
No, I don't think that's necessary. I think I can just get back to my strong one.
Listen, they're fun challenges. You might find out you even like your body. And if someone else kills your old one, then at least you got a new one.
I won't do that, Hopper, I promise.
What? No, I genuinely didn't. I just heard Hopper.
I said, I won't do that, Hopper, I promise. I'll try to be careful with it.
The thing is that Hopper just assumed that if anyone were to die, it would be his body in this scenario.
Oh.
So,
I've already impaired Shock's body.
It's true. You've already impaired Chuck's body. But Hopper just wants to clarify because he cares. What happens to the person stuck in the body?
I mean, it's body rules. You die, you die. Yeah? Eh?
Oh god. See, now Hopper just feels guilty for landing Misha with a body they really, really don't understand. And is not a great entry-level human body.
Anyways, you can see 4 staircases have appeared, each of them which have a little plate with your name on it. And it's like shock in Misha's body, to make it very clear.
Oh, I see.
Ben will quickly say, oh no, wait, that's wrong. Nah, I'm just joshing you guys. You're doing great.
It's in character.
So, Hop, you're going to go first. You are in the Ellie challenge. So all of these are based on you embracing challenges related to one of your character's skills or abilities in your new bodies. And this one is going to be a skill, and this will be the only one I'm going to explicitly tell you what it is. So you walk in, and it's a very simple space. In the center, you see a mobile filled with, like, teeth and eyes, and underneath it, just this tiny little adorable bat all bundled up. And suddenly, it starts wailing. Just wah, wah, wah. You have to use the babysitting skill.
It's back.
It's okay. And then he will approach the bat and lean down to pick it up.
Roll me speed defense.
No. All right. What does Ellie have for that? Okay. I'm putting one tier of effort into this. 12.
You do successfully pick it up pretty well.
Okay.
One of the long strands of hair gets plucked from your head. You don't feel it, but emotionally you're like,
I can't ruin Ellie. I can't do anything to Ellie's body.
But yeah, you pick up this baby bat. What do you do with it?
I've got this baby bat. Is it in a little blanket?
Yes.
Okay, I swaddle it tighter. Tight blankets help when you're nervous.
It's a little too tight. You are using Ellie's strength.
Backs up. He unswaddles it a little bit and then just kind of like puts the baby bat on his shoulder and pats its back.
I will let the former roll work for this.
Okay.
But I do need you to roll very quickly might defense.
God. I have 2 edge in might, so I'm using 2 tiers of effort. I rolled a 9.
For a second, as you're holding the baby, you just hear a shh, as without your controller knowledge, the claws start to extend from your hand.
Ah! No!
But you're able to clench down and successfully keep them in place long enough for the baby to fall asleep and the door on the other side to open up.
Thank God. Hopper's like sweating after that. I didn't want to stab the baby bat.
All right, Ellie, you walk into a room. There is a gap between you and the other end of the room, and at the bottom of the gap is a dark, dark pit.
Far step.
I like to believe that you say far step to yourself, Ellie, and just assume it'll work.
She'll groan it, and then she'll be like, far step?
Nope.
She's gonna hold out her hands and wiggle her fingers. Magic.
Nope. This is what we're gonna do, okay? You can use far step whenever you want, but you have to keep trying on methods until Tom says, yes, that would work, because Tom knows how shock activates his magic. So I'm just gonna sit back and let this happen.
Okay, next she's gonna poke around on her scalp, his scalp, a scalp, the scalp that her brain is inside of, trying to find like the little circuit thing, and then like maybe there's a hidden catch to pop something out or something.
Yeah, there's a hatch on the side of Shock's head. You can open up the disk drive.
She opens it up and pokes in there, touches the brain bud or whatever that terrible thing was
it's
that
a brain bud.
crawled in there and like recoils and like shakes her hand. Did I just touch my brain? And she's gonna jump, not over, just like jump up in the air. She's gonna turn around in a circle. She's gonna clap. She's gonna point.
That will work.
She points super hard.
And suddenly you just feel and suddenly your finger is pointing against the door, which slides up and lets you through.
Ellie wonders if Shock has pointed every time he's far stepped.
All right, Shock. You are in the Misha room.
Oh god.
You come out to the door, and there's a door on the other side, and you see a stage, but you don't see an audience. All you see in the front row, with his arms crossed, wearing a very puffy conductor's shirt, a very stuffy orc. And you walk up and you just see a stand.
Oh no.
And you see sheet music.
Oh no.
Oh!
Oh no.
So, Tom, do you want one of my kazoos, or do you have one in your room right now?
I don't know how they don't work. None of my kazoos work.
You take the big end and you hum into it.
I try, but it doesn't work.
Literally, just make noises with your mouth and something different will come on the other side.
I think my kazoos are all gone. I need one.
Let me get a kazoo quick.
I've never once been able to make a kazoo work in my life.
Also, now you know how it feels when they put you on the spot. Like, I'll play something on your kazoo. It's like mistakes were absolutely made. I have no idea what to play on the spot like this. Just make noises on one side. You don't know if you blow it, nothing comes.
Okay, so
You have to make noises like
you're just
like
gonna
that.
hum into it.
On
So
this
just-
end?
So just hum.
There you go.
Yeah, just hum.
There you go. Now you've learned how to play a kazoo. I'm so proud of you.
Okay, I think I understand. So Shock steps up to the stand, pulls out Misha's kazoo, and looks at the sheet music and says, I don't know how to read this.
Oh.
And goes, I'm struggling. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. No, hold on. How's it go again?
There you go. That's right.
And this orc, who I've now named Claude Ryder, just wipes a tear from his eye. So good. Straight from the heart, but also I never want to hear it again. And the door opens up and you can continue. So finally, for our last challenge, Misha,
Yeah.
you walk into a room. You see a table, a chair, a plate, a fork, a knife,
Oh no.
and a calzoon.
Oh god. You did this.
No!
So Misha is like first going to like eye it, and they're going to like notice their stomachs making weird noises, and then they're gonna look away and then look back and then look away and be like, hey, no, I refuse to partake in the human tradition of food. I don't understand it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But then they're gonna like sit down at the table, look at it, and be like, I don't, but it smells so good. And then like at the middle of that sentence, they're just going to like take a small like tiny little bite of it. They're gonna do that at first with like okay, maybe this is enough for human nourishment, and then like a little bite of it. And then it's going to be like a pause and like a second of like, yeah, I think that was okay. And then they're going to just like go and start like chomping all of it. Not even pork or whatever. They're just on it.
How sloppy does Hopper body and face look the next time everyone sees him?
Absolutely sloppy. There's calzoon everywhere. I don't know how many calzoons there are on the table, but Misha is going to eat all of them really fast.
I like to imagine that Misha eats one, and then there's no more, and you just hear gravelly, more, and more start to appear.
Basically.
And Misha, you will eat until you no longer want calzoon.
Oh, that's a problem. Okay.
You can't do that's a problem.
In other words, they're going to eat until like they get a moment to like breathe a little and then realize that they've eaten too much way too fast. Like that happens, like you're full and you don't realize it, and now everything hurts again, and they're gonna fall off the chair from just stomach hurting.
The door opens up, and all future actions are one step harder.
It's fine.
Join me.
All right, so you all make your way up the staircases and you meet yourself at the top, and you see standing at the edge, waiting for all of you, sitting in his very vampiric chair, Victor Daemon.
First, I just want to specify that when Misha in Hopper's body comes out with clear calzoon on Hopper's face, me, Hopper, is going to be like, "Did you get to eat a calzoon?"
It was really good.
I know!
Food is so good. Why can't I taste food? It's so good. Why? It's so good, Hopper.
I know, Misha.
And now my stomach hurts, but I still want more.
How many did you eat?
I lost count after 5.
Oh, okay.
Eating calzoons. I had to figure out how to far step.
It's like they're going to look like they're trying to maintain their posture and also not just collapse again on the floor.
Meanwhile, Victor Daemon says,
Congratulations! You made it all the way here, and it looks like I didn't need any of these.
and he motions 4 coffins to just fall off the edge of the tower.
Now, for your last challenge. Come at me, bro.
Ellie will go to come at him and then realize that her strength no longer lies in strength. Hopper, punch him!
Well, I was actually gonna wait because, I feel like I would have the opportunity to have an asset if somebody else did it first.
Are you throwing it out at me?
Oh, no, not at you specifically.
Are you all just gonna fucking nose goes for it?
Look, all right. If no one will do it, I wanted to be polite, but Jacques will stand forward and be like, You messed with the wrong group of adventurers. Take this, and I'm gonna cast Shock to the system.
Oh, right, that thing I have. Oof.
And I'm gonna spend 2 levels of effort.
And what does Shock to the System do?
Flood the mind of your target with disturbing images and ideas. An affected target faints and collapses on the ground, remaining unconscious for 2 rounds.
And what did you roll?
I rolled a 10 with 2 levels of effort.
What is he afraid of?
Clowns.
Existential dread.
The unending void.
Whales.
Undead.
Spiders.
Well, we are all afraid of spiders now.
For a second, his voice gives way.
I feel like my voice is a lie. I feel like I have a much more ridiculous,
terrible voice when I was first recorded.
Ah!
And yeah, he falls on the ground paralyzed.
Oh.
Now, it's negated if he takes any damage, but all we said was we have to get a hit in. So Shock will walk up and do a boop, hopefully doing 0 damage by just booping.
Yeah, you're Misha. Misha's got about the same buffness you do.
And then Shock will say, so long as each of us just taps him, we win. Hop should probably go last, though, just in case you tap a little too hard and wake him up.
Tap really hard, Hop.
Misha will go next
Give him the boop.
and just poke it with their feet.
I'm gonna go and poke his face.
And then finally,
To be clear to the audience, Ellie has an ability called Opportunist, which gives me an asset on an attack roll that you make against a creature that has been attacked at some point during the round and isn't within immediate range. Just so the audience knows that I'm not a dick, except on purpose. So I'm gonna fire the claws that he had such a hard time keeping in his hands.
give me a roll for it.
11.
It hits him. What kind of hit does it do to him?
Capable warrior, my attack deals 1 additional point of damage, which makes for 5 points of damage. So Hopper he doesn't trust himself in Ellie's body. It is very strong. He is not used to wielding this kind of strength. So he was intentionally aiming for like a shoulder, so it's a graze.
Okay, so it scrapes him on the shoulder and you just hear,
Ow! Ow!
Sorry!
Hey,
I'm not sorry, I'm mad at you.
okay. Ow!
You're lucky it was Hopper in that body.
and the voice will continue as the landscape around you starts to disappear and you can feel yourselves flying out of your bodies again. And we're gonna end this with Shock's point of view. So suddenly you just wake up with a start and you realize you're not in Tremaine Bluffs anymore. You can hear the whirring and the purring of the prodigious outside as you wake on the second bunk of the ship. Thank God it was all It was all just a dream. And as you finally start to settle a little bit, you hear Everett beneath you stir in his bunk, and he just turns over to you and he says,
What are you looking at me for? What's wrong? Why do you have the look on your face? No!
I had to.
There you go. Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Now that you've gotten me to start this, you'll never get me to stop.
Now you understand. It is actually
This is the rest of the session.